It could be do or die for the Battlefield franchise, and Battlefield 6 is finally here. BF6 has finally been revealed, and I was invited by EA to the reveal event in LA to try out the game, so a massive thanks to EA for the invitation and for sponsoring this video. From my perspective, Battlefield 6 might be the last chance for the Battlefield franchise. The stakes could not be higher for EA. After a lackluster 2042 and articles speculating about the sheer amount of money invested in BF6's development, this feels like a make or break for the Battlefield franchise, and I was eager to find out for myself whether this game can revive one of the greatest franchises in FPS history. Battlefield is truly one of those sleeping giants in the FPS gaming world, and with Battlefield 6 is trying to wake itself back up from its long slumber, down a coffee, and spring back into life, just like myself after my 11-hour flight to LA. Now, I've been thinking about how best to showcase my experience playing today, so I've thrown up a little highlight reel of the best bits from the day across all the different maps we played, and I'm going to show you my experience of playing Battlefield 6. I'm also streaming BF6 live, so if you want to see full gameplay that's unedited, that's also on the channel. Just go to the live tab and subscribe for more BF6 because there's plenty more to come. Now here we are, of course, starting off strong with an immediate death here from Stod, sniped in the head on my first life in Battlefield 6. Things I love to see. Helicopter crashing through the air, absolutely fantastic stuff here, and of course a nice little bit of vehicle on vehicle action there, lovely stuff. Now I thought I have to take the helicopters for a spin. Of course, I am famous for my helicopter prowess on this channel. You've seen me really deliver many things, deliver supplies, deliver men, deliver hot war, and I thought Battlefield 6 gonna, got to take it for a spin. Is it possible here? Now, I don't want to say it's user error, but we go for a nice little passing run here. Very nice work, and I thought, go for a little turn. Unfortunately, I have almost zero experience flying helicopters in this game, and it's not the best turn. And then I accidentally fat-fingered E and jumped out of the helicopter, soaring down towards the enemy base. Oh, look, where's he gone? Where's Bong? Oh, there he is up there, and then rocketed. And then what happens? Of course, immediately gets sniped by Stod once again. Now, one of the things I really enjoyed using today were these grenade launchers. Look how absolutely dominant they are here, and combined with this LMG, it just felt so destructive here on the Assault class. This LMG seriously has like no recoil at any range. It's so crazy. Look at this quad kill, beautiful things. You love to see it. Now, the weapons weren't locked to classes in the build that I played at the event, and there is a lot of difference between classes though. It has to be said, the gadgets do make each class feel quite unique, and the grenade launchers here on the Assault class give it a huge amount of destructive identity in my opinion. Now, naturally here you see the two angry gamers falling out of the sky in a vehicle, and then what happens, a kind of slightly moving towards an only Battlefield moment, a helicopter explodes and falls down on the ground in front of me. That's pretty good stuff. Now, sniping in this game does feel very powerful, and the audio on it is very crispy. It has a sort of punch to it every time you hit a shot, and when you're playing as a recon class, which I've switched to here, you have a respawn beacon, but also have this trait where you auto-spot people when you just aim at them. So looking down this hill, I'm not just hitting people, I'm also spotting them for the people pushing down towards that point lower on the map. Now, up on this high point, I did find myself with some pretty epic long-distance sniper duels. It was great fun. It's such a high vantage point, this. You can see pretty much all over the entire map. And we did get a nice little long shot there, about 200-odd meters. Things you love to see. And to my surprise, we did actually get the top squad in that first game, which was surprising considering the sheer talent that was available on display. Now, this was my favorite map I played today. This is Siege of Cairo, and using the Assault class here with the grenade launchers was so destructive. You really felt like you were the tip of the spear, the vanguard, so much close quarters action. And if you look here, there was an amazing moment where I did the classic thing we've seen a lot in the trailers, where I managed to destroy the front face of the building. Pretty cool. And this is the new revive system where you can drag people along the ground, so you can pull people away out of the danger and give them a revive in a safer area. It's another example here where my teammate goes down, so I'm able to go over, give him a little drag, and give him a heal in a much, much safer position. Now here's another great example of the grenade launchers on display and the amount of destructive capability of the Assault class. There's also just such a good punchiness to the audio, and I feel like the destruction on this map as well, and all of the close quarters chaos just makes it feel so sort of like chaotic, but in a really good way. Getting healed up here. Sticking the stim in. Getting reloaded. Sending another one in just to try and stun them out a little bit. Grenades here. So you have two grenade launchers with 2 rounds in each, and you also have a grenade. So you have essentially 5 explosive pieces of ammo. And I mean, look at this close quarters action here with the grenade launcher. This person had absolutely no chance. Look at this, just right behind the car, boom, gone. Absolutely annihilated. And so I wanted to know if Battlefield had grit and atmosphere, and I think this clip really does display the sheer chaos on display in this game. absolute carnage. Now, as you can see here, the grenade launchers have almost no drop as well. They're so good at range. You can absolutely laser beam people with these things. Look at that. There's another one there. Gone. Amazing. Now, I found it really good just to kind of switch between the grenade launcher and the M4 and a little cleanup there. Just so powerful as a combination. And now with the incendiary grenade launcher, you can actually fire it off, go down, and I actually get the kill here after I've been annihilated. You love to see it. In terms of my absolute shenanigans with the grenade launcher, this might take the biscuit. Look at this. That's got to be so annoying. Now, we did play a new game mode called Squad Deathmatch. Did I change my tactics? No, I still used the grenade launcher and the M4 because it was absolutely just so disgusting. And in this game mode, it's very close range. Essentially what it is your squad fight against a few other squads to be the first team to reach 50 kills. This map has such a kind of, I don't know, like a more of a BF3, BF4 energy, which I know they're going for in the way it's designed. It's very close quarters. And now with this game mode, I think this is definitely a game mode that's going to maybe try to draw in, you know, more arcade FPS kind of people. Not so much, I think, die-hard Battlefield fans. It's definitely an attempt, I think, to do something new and draw in some new players from new audiences, which I don't think necessarily is a bad thing. You know, I've kind of found Battlefield. I said before that I played up to Battlefield 3 an awful lot, and I didn't really play anything for quite a long time after that. And only in recent years did I start revisiting those titles that I missed out on. And so to me, this is very much what Battlefield kind of feels like. This kind of map design, this sort of like kind of, I don't know, beautiful, kind of weirdly industrial construction site energy is a very Battlefield thing. And paired with the kind of like squad deathmatch kind of game mode, it does feel like a nice combination of what I remember Battlefield feeling like, and also the games that I've been playing in the meantime. So I did have a good time playing that game. I really did quite enjoy that new game mode. And here we are once again with Squad Deathmatch on the map Iberian Peninsula. Now this is a very close quarters map here. So I'm running this SMG in this game, and this thing was something that a sort of an esports pro, I think, at the event came up to someone near me and gave them this build. And I was like, I'll have a little go on that. So I've copied it. And I've taken it for a little spin here, and this thing was pretty crazy. But of course, with weapons not being locked to classes, you can still use the grenade launchers. So I was absolutely dominant here. And I'm going to let this one play out a little bit so you guys can see. I'll commentate over it, but this is just the kind of a longer run of the gameplay. So you can see how it plays here. The interaction between the teammates here is very, very good to see. This is something that I think they really want to try to nail with Battlefield. Of course, it's such a core component having squads play together. And granted, we're at an event, so we're more likely to play together. But I think you see here the revives, the interaction between us, really helping us to sort of play really well here. For example, going up here with Tomo, this was such a good moment here. We absolutely crushed. I remember this bit. We're just in the middle of the road, helping each other out, reviving, covering each other. It was just absolutely hot war, but we just managed to come together as a squad and get it done.
Let's move! You're gonna make it! Hold on!
And here we have another great example of the teamwork and the grenade launcher and the destruction. Extremely dominant stuff here from the lads.
Fuck! I'm bleeding out! Medic! Stay with me! Wrong track!
That SMG is wild. Now, this is my favorite moment of the entire map here. I throw the grenade launcher in there, which stuns all of them in there. Tomo walks in and he kills all 4 of them, and then he heads across the road and he gives me the cheeky drag and a res while he's on low HP in a safer environment. This is such a good clip to summarize what Battlefield 6 is all about when it comes to that close-range infantry warfare and helping out your teammates. Now here we are on Siege of Cairo once again, but this time on Breakthrough. I'm running the Engineer class because we're defending. I found that the two best classes were the Engineer for defending, because you can just take out the vehicles that try to push through, and when you're attacking, I thought it was really good to play as Recon. But here we are with the Engineer defending on Cairo. Now this is one of my favorite moments of the entire day. Tomo spawns on me and he experiences the full force of destruction in BF6. He's been absolutely pancaked by the building there, things you hate to see. And one thing I was absolutely gasping to do was actually take down a tank myself with an RPG, and there it is, boys, there it is. Now here we are once again on Breakthrough on Cairo, but this time as the attacking team. Now I'm going to show you the power here of using the Recon class on the attacking team. Is absolutely ridiculous because of course weapons aren't locked to classes. So previously this would have been really costly to be Recon because you would have had to use a sniper rifle or like a DMR or whatever. You would have had a restricted weapon pool. But because I can use an SMG here as a Recon, I can put a respawn beacon down like that while still possessing extreme firepower. Now I do button mash there and unfortunately I do get taken down, but this guy knows nothing of the beacon. I've just put a beacon down, I've got an SMG, and I can just spawn straight back on the point with my super close range weapon and just fight immediately, which just feels like so overpowered as the attacking team on Breakthrough. It's something that I think, if there was one thing that demonstrates to my mind why I believe that, you know, weapons not being locked to classes can pose problems, this is one of them, because you get to situations, and you'll see later in the video, where all four of us are just running close range weapons and respawn beacons, and it just makes it so much easier to capture points. And here we are once again on Breakthrough, but this time here on Liberation Peak. Now this is a great example of the power of the SMG and the respawn beacon. 3 of our team here are running the Recon class, and we had so many opportunities to spawn close to the base, and it really did help us to take those points.
Contact! Enemy infantry!
Enemy sector is being captured. Need immediate smoke cover. Remaining hostiles.
I've spotted a hostile sniper in our AO.
Be advised, you are exiting the combat zone. Attack next sector and secure the enemy positions. We're tracking you outside the AO. Get back. Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
There's a hostile sniper due north of your current position.
Objective Alpha neutralized.
Shit! Stand by!
We have taken the sector. Hostiles are retreating. Take out any remaining hostiles. Need immediate support. Grid march. Our forces are attacking final sector. Win the
Because with the respawn beacon, you can ensure that you can spawn further forward on breakthrough. Your team can then spawn on you, and if they're also playing as recon, then they can also bring a respawn beacon and then put that further forward, and you can keep chaining that respawn point further forward onto the point and establish such a ridiculously good flank. And then I thought, you know what, there's one last order of business for me to attend to, and that's to shoot something out of the sky. And this is a great example of one of those things that makes Battlefield feel like Battlefield. So there you have it, guys, a little highlight reel of my first taste of Battlefield 6. As I say, if you guys want to see full unedited gameplay, do check out the live stream on my live tab. Are you guys excited for Battlefield 6? Let me know in the comments. I thank you all very much for watching. It would not be possible for me to come to events like this without you guys enjoying the channel, enjoying what I do. So it's kind of a nice moment for me to be able to be a part of something as big as this. And I really do appreciate all the support on the channel. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.